busting my balls, Billy, okay?
I can already tell that I don't like you.
Fuck you, bust on my ball.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
It might be your first ball job.
Yeah, of course.
How long did it take for the guy to come?
Needed a few minutes to gather my composure. Somehow, some way, I'm just trying to
This is Stephen A. Smith
just hold it together, you know?
talking about the Knicks doing horrible
Lifelong
moves.
Knick fan.
This guy's about to cry.
Years of mediocrity.
I mean, he's definitely acting. Who knows? Who knows if he's going to cry?
I thought this was going to be it.
Also, it's just fucking basketball.
Weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know, when I was doing First Take, and we were in Oakland, and I got word about Kyrie in Brooklyn.
Duh.
Realizing that meant KD in Brooklyn.
Duh.
Realizing that the New York Knicks were going to go without anything.
Duh. You didn't think that
$70 million in cap space.
You didn't think that was going to happen?
Porzingis gone.
Yep. Duh.
Porzingis can't be gone. And we don't get KD and we don't get Durant and Kyrie rather. No way.
Duh.
This can't happen. This can't happen.
It happened, everybody. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bustin' Balls Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Pennell. Guys, thank you for listening. I do appreciate all the downloads and listens last month. It was my best month yet, and I was really surprised, and thank you for listening. And that was Stephen A. Smith. He's on fucking Twitter or something like that, social media, fucking overacting. You know, dude, are you surprised that the New York Knicks didn't do shit in free agency? I mean, they got like Russell or something like that. They got some asshole. But I mean, are you really surprised that the New York Knicks fucked that up? I mean, there's just organizations that you want them to do good, but they never do fucking good. All right. First of all, how does the New York Knicks? They're a New York City fucking team. They got all that great basketball there that comes out of that town, and they never have a great fucking team. I mean, the New York Knicks haven't been good since I was a fucking little boy. I mean, I'm a young man. I was fucking in middle school the last time the New York Knicks had a good fucking team. And so it's not a surprise, man, that they didn't offer Kevin Durant a fucking max deal. So for folks that are listening, you know, this isn't like a sports podcast or anything like that. But Kevin Durant's going to the Brooklyn Nets, I guess. And so is Kyrie Irving is going to the Nets. And it looks like DeAndre Jordan is going to the Nets also, which, I mean, that's not like a huge deal or anything like that. I mean, he's not hot shit like he was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. But yeah, Jimmy Butler's going over to the Heat, which I don't get that. And I guess Leonard from the Raptors, he hasn't done shit yet. He's like, fuck you. You know, how do you keep an asshole in suspense? Tell you later. That's what he's probably fucking doing. But it just blows my mind that like some of these teams that, you know, I'm a Cavs fan. I'm pretty sure they're not doing dick in free agency because they know they're fucked. Anyways, so yeah, that's NBA free agency. Today was the first day, I guess. It was Sunday at like 6 p.m. and it's I'm recording this at Sunday at like midnight. And yeah, man. I mean, that's just the way the fucking wiener wiggles there, Stephen A. Smith. Get over it, bud. Okay, you could be like Beth Chapman over there, dead. Dog the bounty hunter's wife. That's sad, right? Did you guys hear that? Fucking Dog the bounty hunter's wife died. Who would have thought that she outlived Dog the fucking bounty hunter? How does that happen? I did like Beth Chapman, man. I used to love when she used to fucking, she used to always like yell, ice head, ice head, ice head. Like she was trying to fuck with people on Dog the Bounty Hunter, man. But dude, I used to like that. I used to be like, ice head, ice head. I mean, dude, she's straight up baiting motherfuckers, dude. She's straight up baiting them, dude. Good for you. Rest in peace, Beth Chapman, man. First of all, if you're on meth, dude, you got to get the fuck off. It ain't no good for you, all right? I don't care how hot of a piece of ass you are. You're not going to be. I don't know why people, but I guess, that's the one thing about buying like street drugs that you don't know what's in them. Like sometimes you might want to get like some coke, and next thing you know, you're like, yeah, I just did some meth. That's what's fucked up. about buying street drugs and why they should maybe legalize shit, because at least you know what the fuck you're putting in you. Not like that matters. I mean, it does matter, but it's not like people don't do that with prescription drugs where they go, oh, here's the label. I see what the pill says I am. Let me put it in my body, and then it still gets you. But dude, there's been many stories that I've heard of that people fucking, they thought they were buying coke and they did meth, and then next thing you know, you're doing meth, and that gets its fucking hooks into you and shit, man. But goddamn, meth fucks people up. And Beth Chapman, Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife that passed away, she used to catch a lot of motherfuckers that were doing ice over there. But yeah, back to the Knicks, man. You guys are screwed, okay? There's only a couple teams that are going to fucking win. They're going to win next year for the NBA. It feels like the NBA, I'm not sure if that happens with other teams, but, with other sports organizations like NFL, MLB, NHL, but definitely in basketball, dude. I mean, first of all, with Golden State being banged up a bit, looks like the Lakers somehow, unless they don't stay healthy, they look like they're positioned pretty good. That's kind of hard to, it's kind of hard to argue that they're probably the front runners in the West. Not saying that they're not going to win. I mean, they could have somebody like Houston or somebody else that are like real lions that pop up and say, bitch, this is my shit. And scratch their fucking face off. And in the East, I don't know, man. I guess Leonard's not going to stay in Toronto. Well, it's not going to be Brooklyn. It's going to be good next year, because even while they got KD, which was huge, that they got KD, he's injured a whole goddamn year. All right. And Kyrie Irving is, if he wants the whole team by himself, I guess, maybe, he's going to play excellent. He's a great player. And then they got Jordan and stuff like that. They could do some damage in the East next year. I don't know. It's the year after that. And that they're going to be great. I don't know. There's no way KD can come back next year, is there? I guess if they make it to the playoffs, there's no way. There's no way. The guy's got an Achilles type thing. There's no fucking way. There is a way. But I just couldn't see that. But wow, the first day of free agency, or first couple hours of free agency, and that's what's happened. And man, it looks like Klay Thompson's going to stay with the Warriors also. And dude, I was talking to a guy tonight, and he went to the Rolling Stones here in Chicago. They played two shows. They did a Friday and then they did a Tuesday night show. And he sat 6th row, and he paid over $800 for 2 tickets. And I think total. So he paid like 4 something or whatever like that. He said 800 plus. But dude, this is why Chicago is so fucking disgusting. He said that within 2 tickets, he had to pay $375 to Chicago entertainment tax. $375 fucking dollars for an entertainment tax that goes to Chicago on 2 tickets. That's basically almost $200 in an entertainment tax towards Chicago. That's what you want. And he said he paid $100, which would be $50 a ticket, just to have the concert at Soldier Field. So Soldier Field got his taste. And I get it, where it's like, well, what? They're not supposed to get nothing at the venue? But you're telling me that there's a $375 fucking entertainment tax on 2 tickets for Soldier Field, or for Chicago, and then they're also going to charge an extra $50 each ticket for Soldier Field tax, let alone on another tax that they had, and then you got to pay for the fucking tickets. Dude, this is ridiculous, man. You want to talk about greed? I guess people pay it. But when does it stop, dude? That's what you're doing. That's what it turns into. It's just, when I heard that, it's just disgusting that's how much that's how much tickets cost for, to go see a fucking 70-something-year-old rock band, some 70-something-year-old, men playing rock music. And I get it. It's the Rolling Stones. But dude, $375 in entertainment tax, that's disgusting. Because if you think about it, the artist doesn't want to charge that. It sucks that the artist, they want to come to your towns, and then these towns like gouge you. It's just real fucking disgusting. And I know people out there listening like, hey man, that's what it cost. Does it? Is that what it's supposed to cost? Because that's fucked up, man. I tell you, I had Stars free this weekend, and I watched White Boy Rick. Did you guys watch that movie, White Boy Rick? That's okay. McConaughey does McConaughey. He's killing it. McConaughey's such a good actor, dude. He was such a pretty boy at first, right? What a fucking... That guy's a great actor, and he was like a hot piece of ass. This motherfucker. Some people got it all. They got it all. And he does Lincoln commercials. I mean, that's fucking cool, too. I mean, those Lincolns came back, dude, right? I mean, Lincoln was bullshit for like a bunch of years. They look like shit. But the new Lincolns, not looking bad. Not looking bad. That one that looks like almost like a Chrysler 300, whatever that one is, that fucker looks nice, man. Let me take a drink of water, guys. Sorry. I'm fucking dehydrated over here. But yeah, I watched White Boy Rick. White Boy Rick was okay movie. I mean, McConaughey killed it. I thought it was an okay story. I mean, it's kind of fucked up that this kid was a 14-year-old informant for the fucking FBI. I mean, I think that's a little fucked up that you're getting kids to be an informant. And then, you know, they entice him with the drug world. And then he starts doing drugs on his own because a fucking young teenage kid is making a ton of money that was fucking dirt broke. And then they eventually end up locking him up and shit like that. And I get it. There's more to the story where they go, hey, man, you broke the law, whatever, man. He shouldn't have done that. He didn't have to do that. I mean, yeah, but he's a fucking broke-ass kid, man. It's kind of fucked up, dude. You know, I don't know, man. I mean, not kind of fucked up. It is fucked up. You know, if you fucking go around talking to all the jail people and shit, how they got there and what were the steps that got him there. And I know a lot of people fuck up and stuff, but I don't know, dude. This poor guy, I mean, fuck, he's been in prison all his fucking life, man, White Boy Rick. Not bad story. I mean, it was okay. I mean, the movie was not bad. I mean, it wasn't like, I mean, it's not like you're watching like Blow where this guy was like the fucking shit, man. You know, I mean, dude, I've been watching those Vlad TV fucking YouTube videos, and dude, he interviews Freeway Rick Ross. I mean, those guys were making a shitload of money. You want to talk about like fucking kingpins? Those guys were the guys, man. Little D, I think it was Little D that was from Oakland. Jesus Christ. Little D was like fucking crazy rich at like 16 in Oakland. I mean, he was like one of the biggest crack dealers ever. It's just fucking amazing. And Vlad TV always interviews those guys. So if you guys never watch those videos, man, you should check those out. And some of those death row videos where they'll interview like old death row, like people that were like around the organization, not so much. I mean, they interview, rappers, but the guys that were around the death row scene on those Vlad TV, if you like listen to those, they're pretty interested, dude. You don't even need to know about the world. Of that world. Like, I didn't know anything about the Rolling 60s. I think I've heard about the Rolling 60s when Nipsey Hussle got murdered, but and maybe other times you maybe heard of that before, but I don't know anything about the Rolling 60s. And they'll interview people that talk about the Rolling 60s, and they kind of break down that world and stuff like that. It's pretty damn interesting, man. But yeah, I mean, fucking White Boy Rick was not a kingpin like those guys, but it was kind of an interesting story. Also, because once I had Stars, I started just recording a bunch of fucking movies that I seen that were on there. Most of them that I've seen before, like The Other Guys, fucking Hunt for Red October. I'm a fucking sucker for the Hunt for the Red October. I fucking love that movie, dude. I mean, I don't watch it all, but like I'll fast forward through some parts and shit like that. It's a gangster ass fucking movie, dude. But dude, I recorded Roadhouse, and I think I just talked about Roadhouse on a podcast or two ago with a couple other comedians. Dude, I was showing my wife Roadhouse on the late night the other night in bed, and you know what? I don't know if Roadhouse holds up like it used to. Because now I watch it, and it's, I mean, the guy's basically like a bouncer that goes, he's like a hotshot bouncer. I mean, where the fuck does that come from? I mean, I get it. He's more than a bouncer. He's like firing people that are stealing from the register, and there's like female drug dealer in there that he goes, hit the road. We're selling booze, not fucking drugs, or whatever the lines were. I mean, I get it. He's more than a bouncer. He's kind of like running a bar and stuff like that. But I don't know. It did have a corny. Like now that I watch it, a lot of fighting. So it's very Dukes of Hazzard-ish. You know what I'm saying? There's like a lot of fighting and shit in there and stuff like that. And I tell you what's OG though that does hold up when he rips that dude's throat out. I know it's totally unbelievable and it's like a fucking video game, but it is cool to watch a movie where a dude rips a fucking throat out and then just like kicks him into the water. That's the best. That's the best. And it was straight up 80s movie. It was a straight up 80s movie, man. Patrick Swayze's wearing the pants and shit like that. He's like wearing the dude straight up. It was like Cocktails. With Tom Cruise, but they like to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what it kind of looked like. It's fucking nuts, dude. But I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I might be done with I might just be done with it, man. Maybe I'm just, I'm done with Roadhouse. I was watching this World Star video.
Faster! Oh, yeah.
And dude,
Have you ever faked an orgasm?
he's interviewing chicks.
Sweetie.
For guys who don't know, how does that sound like? So we know like the real and the fake.
You want me to
Let's hear it.
moan?
Yeah, in the microphone.
No.
Oh!
Oh yeah, Daddy, so big.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know one thing I don't like, dude? I don't like when chicks go daddy. Like I don't think I've ever had a chick say daddy, and I don't fucking judge me on that. I don't want them to say fucking daddy. I get it. They're not saying daddy. I just don't understand why they're saying daddy. I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't like it. It makes me think of their daddy or something like that, and it grosses me out, and I don't want to fucking hear it. But none of these chicks got good cum fucking.
Oh, I'm about to come.
Maybe
I'm about to come.
chick right here.
Faster. Oh, you're right there. Oh my God, yeah.
I can't.
No, you know what? These are like all like they're doing acting, of course, duh, right? They're doing acting of like how like women come, but when women really come, it doesn't sound as cool as that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it sounds like they're fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like they're getting their feet massaged and shit like that, and it's feeling real fucking good. You know what I'm saying? It's like a real like fucking, it's a real unique style of moan, you know, where you're like, oh yeah. You know, but these chicks are fucking acting it up, man. It's not, I mean,
Wow.
Daddy.
Daddy, wow.
Don't. Yeah. Oh my God. That's right there.
Wow, okay, there you guys
We
go.
got you.
Thank
Yes.
you. We appreciate it. Very insightful and educational.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, that wasn't that fucking insightful and educational, dude, but you know, I don't know, dude. That's fucking straight up acting chicks. You know what, man? I honestly don't even need a chick to fake a fucking orgasm for me. Like, don't even fucking do it, all right? Like, I'm just, we don't even need to do that. You don't need to fool me. You don't need to fucking fool me that you got to fake an orgasm. You don't want to come, don't come. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get mines. I'll tell you that much right fucking now. I'm going to get mines, and I'm going to try for you to get yours. But if you ain't getting yours, I'm sorry. I'm doing my fucking best, all right? All right, so you don't got to fake cum. You don't got to fucking stroke my dumb ego like that. I don't need that. Don't fucking fake cum. You know, I do man shit. Okay, OW20 is my squirt. All right, I don't need you to fucking the fake cum on me and stuff like that. Don't even. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had a woman fucking fake cum on me. You know, like I don't know if I don't need it. Now I would hope they wouldn't do it, but I get it. I get it. I get why they're doing it, man. But
Ma'am, where do the high school girls hang out around here?
All right, so this just in. I didn't even notice this. I went back to the Bleacher Report, and it looks like that fucking Russell from Brooklyn, since he ain't hanging out there, he is going to Golden State. So Golden State has him. They have Klay Thompson, although he's going to be out for, you know, probably most of the year, if not all the year next year. Possibly could come back maybe for the playoffs. Who knows what that knee's going to be like. And it looks like Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies to create space. And Warriors give fucking Russell a max deal of 4-year, $117 million. God damn, they're just handing out money in the fucking NBA. Like, if you're like fucking above, a little bit above mediocre, and you got a nice smile and you're not a fucking gun-toting idiot, they fucking hand you out money like crazy, dude. But good for Golden State, man, because I guess people are like writing off Golden State. And I guess since they got that kid, I mean, it's not, I mean, they're going to be able to get through a year. They'll probably make it through the playoffs, make it into the playoffs, and then we'll see from there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're going to be able to get it done with that guy, but dude, they trade their boy Iguodala to the fucking Memphis Grizzlies, dude. What are you going to do over there, bud? You're going to go back to nobody gives a fuck about you world. Right? Because remember when nobody gave a fuck about Andre Iguodala? Like before he went over there to the Warriors, dude, I mean, come on. Nobody gave a shit about that guy, man. I mean, not really. I mean, before he came over there, nobody gave a shit, man. But wow, they're just handing out fucking money left and right, dude. Good for him. Well, guys, hey, you know what? I wanted to do a fucking late night podcast. It's look, man. July 4th's coming up. I don't know if I'm going to do any podcasts before July 4th, but please, if you guys are out there partying, be fucking safe. Take an Uber. Don't go fucking drinking and driving. I don't know how much a DUI costs in your town, but it costs about $14,000 in my town. Plus, you look like a fucking asshole to your family and your fucking wife and your fucking family members and friends. You look like you don't know, got your shit together. Don't go getting a fucking DUI. Be a good goddamn adult out there. Be a fucking grown man about it. OW20 is my squirt. Do some man shit. The weather's been good here in Chicago. I don't know how it is over where you're at, man. Again, guys, thank you. I did notice all the downloads. I'm not lying, man. It was fucking a great month, and this podcast is moving now. And I do appreciate it. If you could share a podcast if you like it, I do appreciate thumbs up, but sharing helps it out a lot more so others can fucking possibly see this and hear this. And but if you don't want to share it, I totally get it. And if you want to write in. If you don't like the podcast, guess what? You can go fucking blow me. I don't give a shit. Okay. I used to do this for the birds. I don't do this for the birds anymore. It's a different podcast. I wish I had a fucking co-host with me doing this, but I don't. Okay. This is what it is right now. Please, if you had not listened to the Giovanni Diaz podcast, very funny podcast, go ahead and listen to that. The Charlie Tokar podcast. That was a really good podcast also. And please check me out on Bustin' Balls Podcast on Instagram, Eric Pennell Comedy on Instagram. And guys, thank you so much for listening. Bustin' Balls Podcast. Let's have a good month, guys. Be safe. Thank you.